And the global warming thing is an interesting case. I mean, it shouldn't be where we have left-wing scientists and right-wing scientists and scientists with no wings at all. I mean, why is it politicized like this? And the answer is because we're human, and we like to embed our scientific theories with all sorts of cultural baggage and political economic baggage and so on. So at the end, I'm going to be talking a little bit about what you and I can do to change the world. One of the things you have to do is sort of identify with the people. So one of the strategies I use in dealing with climate skeptics is to say, I used to be a climate skeptic. I completely get where you're coming from. I understand your arguments. I mean, yeah, these are complex models. Who can tell? And so on. And then you start marshaling the evidence and show how we know, and you slide over that way from skepticism to belief. But even that's a little problematic. Do I believe in global warming? Well, it's either getting warmer or it's not, regardless of what I believe about it, right? It shouldn't make any difference. Do you believe in evolution? I mean, it's the wrong question. It's like, do you believe in gravity? Well, I hope so. I mean, it's either true or it's not. That's different than saying, do you believe in civil liberties or do you believe in the freedom of speech? Right? That's a different kind of claim or a form of knowledge than a scientific thing you can discover. Right? So it's good to make those distinctions there. And then finally, none of this really matters because the world's going to end next year. In 2012. By the way, I went to Camping's church. I was on a book tour and I was in Oakland. We had a couple hours to kill, and I figured out using my little Google Maps where his office was, the May 21st End of the World guy. So I drove there. This place is a dump. I mean, it's like a chicken farm. It is in one of the little open strip mall, and there's nothing there. You knock on the door, and they have one little bumper sticker, May 21st, and I walked in there. It was May 23rd. It was pretty quiet. Nobody was at work. Except for the receptionist, and they were supposedly getting paid like a paid vacation. It's like, but if the world did end, would you get your check at the end of the month anyway, or how does that work? Because you put in the time, while you're anyway. So, so let's see if we can advance my slide here using this. Okay, we'll just do it this way. We do have a skeptic dog. Skepticism is not just for the human species. So in other words, in science, before we say something is a supernatural, let's look for natural explanations. In fact, I go so far as to say there's no such thing as the supernatural or the paranormal. There's just the natural, the normal, and the stuff we can't explain yet. Just mysteries that are unsolved, and that's okay. You can just sort of leave it open there, right? Supernatural is a fuzzy word that doesn't explain anything.